What's good, everybody? Welcome to a special Saturday edition of the Welcome to the Rebellion podcast. I'm your host. I'm Jay, the biggest retard with a microphone and camera on the internet. Yeah, you're here watching. Thank you for being here. Oh, had my pirate costume was out. I don't know if you saw the video, but this is an hour-long fraud video from our man Nick Shirley. So if it's gonna get your blood pumping and boiling, maybe don't watch. Woo! I haven't seen any of it yet. This came out a few days ago. I've been waiting to get um been waiting to go through it. This is I think this is his longest one yet. You know? Yo, check out Radio Chimp. Thank you. Says greetings. Let me say hi to everybody in the chat, man. Look at everybody. I'm never a fangirl, but this makes me fangirl, Jay. All right. Ladybug is here. My brother says Nick is cool. Lynn is here. Stephen Brown, John, the Beagle Dad. How's Snoopy doing? My man Bruce, be careful now. Don't check out your blood pressure, you know. Cappy Nova is over on the kick side. Ladybug's all alone on the rumble side. At least Super Grunt is here. HBO intro had no business going that hard. It does. I love it. Haven't changed it yet. Look, Vixen's here. Says hello, everyone. Bobo Yogi, Hot Mike. Yeah. Yeah. My man Clyde's here. Misa Don, Marianne B. Dre, all the way from Vegas. We got a lot. Look at this. Thank you guys for showing up. My man, Uncle Mike. Spirian, what's up, brother? Man, you guys starting already. Sarah says, good evening, Jay. Been a member for 21 months. What are you doing? Hope the family is well over there across the pond. My man, Bruce, hail to Rebellion. Shout out. I should probably be wearing my Rebellion hat, shouldn't I? Probably what I should be doing on a special like this. Snoopy's got, we'll sit Snoopy down for just now. Here we go. There we go. X-Wing's trying to ride a bull. I don't even want to know. Thanks for the $1. We'll get you out on a Saturday. Fraud. Spirit and get to the membership. Shout out, brother. Fired Up Gaming is here. Spirit with $1 on Rumble, too. Shout out. A Welcome to Rebellion stream on a Saturday. Jay must be cash strapped. You know, we're going to ban you for life. We're doing a special. Can't stick around long. Glad you got your green screen fixed. Good afternoon, Jay. It's 2 p.m. here in California. 5 p.m. over here. 5 p.m. I think we're just gonna go right into. We'll take breaks. We'll read super chats because I'm strapped for money apparently, and so send as much as you can. You know, do it. Don't tempt me, bro. You wouldn't be the first. You definitely won't be the last. Jay is poor. Yeah. What's up? Jabba the Whoop is here. Donna Hall is here. Grift hard, Jay. I don't know how to do it. I ain't Jeremy. I wish I could. This is Nick goes back. Nick goes back to New York. He uncovers 190 million in fraud. I'm curious to see. Are you guys ready? Bro, like, are you serious, brother? Yeah, why you got to come out here with an attitude, man? We just watching a video. I don't understand that. Let me get this off the screen. Are you guys ready? 153 people here. Got people over on the Rumble side, people on the Kick side. Off we go.
like $12.9 million on 7,000 patients, and you say there's not 7,000 patients. Are you committing fraud? Does this daycare pay you to come here?
여기.
She just said yes. Here, 3 durable medical equipment companies were launched, and so we're wondering, like, where's the equipment at? Our tax dollars are paying for old people to do Tai Chi here inside of New York.
So you might wonder, is that the best use of dollars, or are we better off paying for life-saving treatments in hospitals?
One of the largest fraud schemes in America is taking place in New York City, as billions of dollars is being defrauded by organized Korean and Chinese mafias, along with other foreigners operating and stealing taxpayer dollars. They are using the elderly and the needy to bill the United States government billions of dollars at your expense. In the state of New York, government-funded personal assistance has become the #1 fastest growing industry in the state, going from $2.5 billion in 2019 to now nearly $12 billion in 2025. It is an industry full of fraudsters who have taken advantage of the system, and as New York City leads the state with funding and amount of providers, locations like Flushing, Queens have more than 70 adult daycares within just a few blocks. Some of these daycares receiving more than $40 million to watch the elderly play board games at the taxpayers' expense. And
$40 million to watch the elderly play board games. Yeesh. This better be good to get me on the computer to be upset. I think I'm going to laugh at a lot of it, you know. Going to rip some packs while watching the stream. Shout out. New York, baby.
to see the fraud firsthand, we headed to an adult daycare who had received over $5 million, and they explained exactly how the fraud works and even led us to the main fraudsters in the area. Stay tuned because you're going to be shocked to see what our tax dollars are being spent on. We're heading to One Stop Senior Daycare Center. This place has billed $5.2 million in just 2025 alone, and they're averaging 276 beneficiaries per day, which is 5 times above the national average of just 48 beneficiaries a day. So they have 5 times the amount of people coming into this daycare each and every single day, and they build $5.2 million. Let's go see what their operation looks like. It's on the 2nd floor. We're going in. Here we go. Hello, sir. Hello. How are you? Is this One Stop Daycare Center, right?
Hi.
Awesome. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, how are you?
Good. Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Amazing. We were wondering if we could check our grandma into daycare.
Oh, okay. Okay, come, sit.
And we have some questions as well.
Yes.
We were instantly welcomed in, and these individuals did something that no fraudster had ever done before and actually opened up and talked about their business. Now, it's super important to follow this conversation because they expose exactly how the fraud happens. Is there 270 people here today?
No.
Yeah.
So right now, when was that?
2025.
Yeah, last year. Yeah,
Last year.
Majority of our members left.
They left.
Yeah.
So last year was big business.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's like, less than that. You can check up for the current the billing.
So what happened to all the people?
Oh,
Going to everywhere else. Everywhere that maybe you guys know why you're here.
You're searching for the fraud or claim or something, right?
You guys chose the wrong place.
Not here. I'm gonna recommend.
We have
Oh, so you can tell us where the other fraud's at?
We would. Is this being recorded?
Yeah.
Okay, so we would love to, but we're very concerned. We were trying to maybe reach out to other actual government agencies.
Yeah.
But we're very careful because it's a conflict of interest between us and other people.
And other daycares.
Yeah, but us, I'm actually glad that you guys came.
You are the one like the Minnesota, right?
Yeah. Yeah. We help America save lots of money.
Yeah.
Very
And so
good.
we're concerned about some of these crazy numbers, like 5.75 times the national average is quite a bit.
The current we are the biggest daycare right now.
Yeah.
The size matter. The faculty is like the biggest right now.
And this daycare truly was gigantic. It had a cafeteria, a ballroom, had an upstairs, had a massage room, a karaoke room, a room for people to do art.
I give them credit for answering questions and taking them on a tour. I guess they didn't have to do that, but I guess they're explaining what's going on. I didn't know adult daycares. I'm pretty sure I've heard of them before. I never thought about it, right? I never thought of dropping off the elderly to a daycare for the day and then picking them up later. like going to school, but I'm assuming that's a big business, you know? I'm assuming.
Pool table room, and even a place for them to play their own instruments. And now they started explaining why others were leaving their daycare to go to other daycares to receive kickbacks.
We used to grow bigger. And then those members, every time they would come in, they would mention some sort of other benefits that they would get. Every time we rejected it, our channel, if you see the waves, it'll just keep getting discharge and discharge. So even this year, we hit maybe about a 300 to 400 member discharge, almost simultaneously. And then we all find out that the reason is because other daycares are doing whatever you guys are aware of. So we're losing our members left and right.
Interesting.
Yeah. Now we're down to 120.
And do you think like the fraud is real with these adult daycare centers?
Can I say everything? Yeah, 100%. It's 100%. And us, I know another daycare down there, the biggest places are losing the most members.
But you guys don't commit fraud.
No. That's why we're losing members. The numbers speak for itself.
Were you guys ever surprised by how much money you could make running adult daycares?
I mean, of course, but then the funds to run a place this big, even the OIG, Inspector Generals, came last around the end of the year. They did the whole book sweep. They did everything. Same place. They sat there. We had a whole meeting. We told them frankly, they said, how do you operate this place? With the members that came in, we were able to barely manage the facility. You know, the rent is insane. The amount of staff that we had at that point was insane. So we weren't making much profit margin even then anyway. So even during that time, they said you were doing kickbacks. We opened the whole book. They inspected everything. They see no margin for kickbacks. We had no funds to do even such a thing. Frankly, we're suffering, to be honest with you guys. Yeah.
Really?
So I need you guys' help.
Yeah, no.
I need you guys' help.
Very, very. Like,
How can we help?
There's so many places that we could send you.
All right, so this is interesting. So he goes to a place where he discovers he thinks he found fraud. And they're saying this is how the fraud works. If you take your elderly to another place, they'll give you a kickback. So that's pretty crazy, right? Like you get a kickback but how does that even work? Like how does that work? I pay $200 a month for my mom to go hang out with people 2 times a week. She's 78. How the heck do you get a kickback if you're paying for, unless it's all straight up government? It's like it's free for you. The government's going to pay for it, and we'll give you a small kickback for putting your elderly family member or someone in our place. That is crazy. No wonder New York is like flat broke. All the stuff that's going on is unbelievable, man. It's like, this is insane. So, yeah. That's quite, y'all think I'm grifting? That's quite the grift.
To do the same thing, and you'll really get whatever you need from them.
What does that mean, kickback? Normally what a kickback means is, for example, and correct me if I say it wrong, chat, except for Andrew. He's not allowed to correct me because he was mean to me early. So, like, if my friend who's in the chat, Spirian, if he wants to buy a car and I take him to my other friend who sells cars and Spirian buys the car, they give me money for bringing them a customer. You get what I'm saying? So they are getting money for bringing them customers or putting, doing what they say. It's crazy how that works. So how much is the government paying per person for the daycare? Like that's the worst part. So if they're paying $1,000 a week and they're like, hey, we'll give you $200 if you put your family member in our facility, that's a referral, Jay. You don't call that a kickback? You don't call that a kickback? All right, correct me then, because somebody told me that was a kick. I've always heard that was a kickback. So that's a sales commission. It's both. That's what I thought. I only thought you get a referral is if you work for the place. If you don't work for them, it's called a kickback. You can't use the word kickback. All right. Tomato, tomato. All right. Yeah. That's what I thought. All right. So a kickback sometimes is like a referral, you know? All right. A kickback is an illegal or unethical payment made in exchange for preferential treatment to secure a business deal. Yeah. I guess it all depends where you grew up, right? I guess it all depends where I see you. Kickback would be I work for the government, I give you a contract for the construction, and say you give me money back for it. All right, that's a better example. Basically, yeah, they illegally get money under the table for working out a deal. That's a kickback. Legally, it would be a referral. Is that better? Does that answer your question? So, never heard that being called that before. Yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll go with that. Illegal, kickback, legal, referral. How's that? Does that work? Does that work? All right, we'll continue. Ask away. Watch me give you horrible answers. That's why the chat is here.
They then told us some of the daycares that were actually committing the fraud.
I mean, almost every daycare that you see in Flushing, every daycare that you walk in is doing the same thing. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So how does the fraud work then? So like someone takes in the people and then they start getting kickbacks, or they start billing other transportation companies, or
so just now I was having a consultation with 2 members. They've been here with us forever. They're telling us that all their friends are leaving. We already know what's going on. So they're telling me that every daycare that is doing it is teaching them how to like logically think about this. They're treating the kickback as not a kickback. They're just thinking that if, let's say, the CEO makes a profit margin, then they give that margin back to the members. So they tell the members that that's not a kickback. We're telling them it doesn't matter, then the funds should decrease so that there is no sufficient funds for them to actually flush it back out into the public. They don't understand that. So usually it's per member, per day, per referral, who do you come with, or how you get there, how many people you bring.
So like the way it works is an old person then tells their friends, hey, join us, join this daycare. Then we get a kickback off of you joining, like a referral program.
Correct, exactly. So let's say.
And they bill Medicare and Medicaid.
No.
Correct.
Medicaid. So companies like you guys bill Medicaid. And so then these old people are giving kickbacks from Medicaid money to
So what
so
the old people.
Exactly.
Is it a daycare that's giving the kickback for the referral?
Correct.
Or it's not Medicaid, it's the daycare.
What a
with
crazy
Medicaid's money.
thing that is.
Correct. And when the specific daycare bills something per member, then there's basically deals that's going on between them two. You know what I mean? Like how many days do you get? Basically, let's say you come into my daycare and you have X amount of days. Then that's funds that I'm making off this one member. There's a kickback portion of that goes back to that member.
Wow.
If you have a referral or a large group, usually people move in groups these days. So that's what's the.
So these old people are out recruiting people to come to certain daycares.
Members themselves, friends, people that's all about money. You know, previous business owners that retired, even the daycare itself, they have staff in there, or stuff like that. Is
wow.
The whole
as an owner side of that, I can say that's why I want to close the business at this moment, because I cannot compete them like money. I cannot do that. So yeah.
Were you guys ever doing that?
No.
We then left and headed to the #1 daycare in the area that's received over $44 million over the past few years. And this is how much money they received this year.
We're outside of Sunrise Senior Service. In 2024, this adult daycare right here billed $12.9 million. In adult daycare, they paid $10.8 million. And in transportation, they paid $2.1 million. the last daycare we were at said this is the one that is taking all their clients and they're giving kickbacks. Let's go see what's going on.
The crazy thing about all this, he's literally downloading the information off government websites. That's the crazy thing about all of this. Government websites. Yo, Steel Egg with a gifty. Thank you, man. Also says proud of you, Jay. Be blessed. Thank you. You go like if that's is that how easy it is now to go to government websites and just be like, this looks suspicious. Yet, shockingly, no one from our government wants to do that. Imagine that. Investigators, people from our government don't want to look there. They look the other way on both sides of the coin, sadly. But here we are.
So look right here, they just put them in this van right here. They bust these old people in and then they bring them in here and then they're taking kickback. Oh, we're going to Sunrise Senior Service.
I am working over there.
Oh, perfect.
What brought you here?
Oh, I would like to sign my grandma up for daycare.
Can you repeat that again?
I would like to sign my grandma for daycare.
Oh, she's American, right?
Yeah.
But no.
Wow, she's an American? He's like, I don't know about that one. Yo, Clyde for 10. Is your grandma bored? Does your grandpa miss gaming with the lads? Are you tired of cooking your own cereal? Come to Jay's Adult Daycare. I'm telling you, man, I'm buying a mall, an abandoned mall. We're going to turn it into a Gen X daycare or whatever you want to call it. We're going to do it. It's going to be awesome. We're going to get the game rooms, like no quarters needed. Crazy.
No American here, so yeah.
So you're discriminating against Americans?
No, that is no discrimination. But only Koreans here, so I think she cannot get along with other people because they cannot speak English.
Oh, she speaks Korean.
Oh, that's American?
Yeah, American that speaks Korean.
Korean American?
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Okay, then no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her name is Debbie.
Debbie.
Yeah,
She speaks Korean and her name is Debbie. Nick, what are you Nick, what are you doing? So let me get this straight. This place took in $10 million for Koreans only that speak Korean. I got to give Nick credit, man. A lot of people were like, "Oh, he's only going after the Muslims. He's only going after black people. He's only nah, we got the Asians in here now. The Asians found their niche, man. They found it. They found it. Adult daycares. Somalians got the empty daycares. Like that. Now we got the Koreans got the adult daycare. It's quite a business. Quite the business.
He wants to come and play games with the old people.
Oh, you actually be here?
Yeah,
right
yeah.
Now?
We're thinking about bringing her here.
How or when?
Not yet. Oh my word. Everyone, calm down. Calm down. Is it true, like, if my grandma Debbie signs up, she can then, like, get a kickback and, like, get money?
Kickback and money?
Yeah.
What about the money? I don't understand. What money are you talking about?
Like, someone was telling my grandma Debbie that if she comes here, then she can get money from the daycare.
She's already a member of here or what?
No, she wants to become a member to get money from the daycare.
I'm the owner.
Oh, great, yeah. So, got a grandma, her name is Debbie, and she would like become a potential member of the daycare because we were over at another daycare and they don't offer kickbacks. And so do you guys offer kickbacks?
No, we don't offer kickbacks.
No?
Of course not.
Because that's what the other daycare was saying.
Which daycare?
Well, just the one over there.
I don't know. It's what they're saying because I'm the owner, but I'm not doing kickbacks.
Because then we were doing like some numbers and it said you guys made like $12.9 million in 2024, and which is a lot of money. And then like $2.1 million for transportation companies. So like you guys billed $12.9 million. Okay. And then out of that $12 million, 10 was for adult daycare and 2 was for transportation.
Now, there is a lot of people in there. There is a lot of people. Could you imagine if it's the government skimming off these people? They don't even know.
And so they're saying they're giving kickbacks.
No, we don't. So where? Who
Where?
told you that?
Well, the other daycare, because they didn't want to give us kickbacks.
Yeah, because we don't offer kickbacks.
No kickbacks.
No kickbacks.
Do you think it's true that a lot of these daycares are like committing fraud?
I heard some other daycares are doing fraud, but we don't do fraud thing.
Gone to
Where did you
daycare?
come from?
Where'd I come from?
Yes.
Oh, I come from around here.
Yes.
We're just concerned about where our tax dollars are going. So, and how come you guys are the daycare that receives the most amount of money here in Flushing, Queens?
We have a lot of members.
How many members do you guys have?
I don't have to tell you.
Because here it says you guys have 7,899.
Where did you get this information?
Oh, it's actually from the public databases of CMS and HHS.
Do I have to tell you the number?
But this place doesn't look like it can hold 7,000 people.
Can I have an ID or something? You're asking me some about.
Well, this is public information because it's public tax dollars that you guys are receiving.
I don't have to tell you, right?
Yeah, but do you guys have 7,000 members, for instance?
No, we don't have 7,000 members.
Okay, well, that's what it says. You have 7,899 in 2024, and then so that's not true.
7,000.
Yeah. So you guys are you guys overbilling then? Because you guys are getting paid per patient $1,600, and that's how you guys got $12.9 million in 2024.
I don't know. I don't know how they calculate, but I don't remember. I don't remember all the numbers.
But did you have 7,000? I think you'd remember if you had.
No, I don't.
You don't remember the numbers? You don't remember the number? Come on, man. Come on, brother. I want to root for you. I want you to come out and be like, here are the numbers. It's somewhere else. I'm not trying to sound like that guy, but, you know, Asian people, you know, they're really good with numbers. And when you're saying you don't remember the numbers, it's a little sus. That's all I'm saying. It's a little sus. It's a little sus. He could be telling the truth. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Sort of. Sort of.
We don't have 7,000 members.
So how come you guys build for 7,000 people then?
Do I have to tell you?
Well, you like $12.9 million on 7,000 patients, and you say there's not 7,000 patients. Are you committing fraud? Like, are these numbers wrong?
Please, sir.
$12.9 million. That's a lot of money.
Leave.
12.9 million. All right, we will leave. You could have just answered the questions. Now,
I said I don't want to.
Now people are gonna be wondering if you committed fraud.
I don't want to, but why you keep asking me? I said I don't want to tell you the information.
Well,
and why?
These are taxpayer dollars, so.
So what? So I don't have to tell you the.
We're sick of people defrauding our taxes. This guy received $12.9 million, and right here it says they had 7,899 patients.
We then left, and the same guy came downstairs.
So we just ran the numbers, and once again we did the math. $12.9 million divided by 7,899, $1.6 thousand per patient, and literally would have been impossible to have 7,000. That's like a small concert. You realize that, right? This money comes straight from Medicaid.
Yes.
Sir, so you technically have a small concert, an arena full of people up in there.
I don't have to tell you that.
That's how much you guys are billing people for.
Just go for other daycare.
You realize how impossible that is, right? You realize that?
Dang, poor grandma just came out of nowhere, man, with a back problem. I will say this. If he didn't come down to talk to him again, I'd feel like maybe, you know, there was some miscommunication, but I feel like if you got to chase the guy down to see what he's up to, it's heavy sus. That's all I'm saying. You know, you got to be found guilty in a court of law. I'm trying to play by the rules here, YouTube. All right. Trying to play by the rules here. But, you know, John makes a great point. They wonder why Medicare is going broke. Yeah. And you see grandma, man, with the sciatica. Man, poor lady.
7,899, $1.6 thousand per patient, and literally would have been impossible to have 7,000. That's like a small concert. You realize that, right? This money comes straight from Medicaid.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
So you technically have a small concert, an arena full of people up in there.
I don't have to tell you that.
That's how much you guys are billing
Other
billing people for.
This is crazy. Like, look at the signs. It like restaurant, kitchenware, wholesale, small items. Like it's all in Korean. This poor lady, man, comes out of nowhere. Oh man. She's going there for acupuncture. Gotta be, right? Gotta be. When did Phil start scamming people? Man, he's been doing it for years, man. For years. We caught him red-handed. It's over, Phil. Tried to entice me with Project Egg Roll. Made me laugh. I didn't think anything of it. Now I know.
So just go for other dates.
Poor, look at this poor lady.
You realize how impossible that
Oh, man, I can feel the pain of her just walking.
is, right? You realize that's literally impossible to have 7.8 thousand people inside of your daycare. You're billing, you received $12.9 million in 2024.
Information, and I'm telling you, stop threatening me.
I'm telling you, stop committing fraud. Sir,
Do something.
is it possible to have 7,000 people on that one floor? Like, that's how simple it is. Just answer the question.
After he couldn't answer any of our questions, he then called the cops on us.
Can I call police?
So the fraudster's gonna call the cops on us. You do realize you're calling the cops on yourself, right? So this is how the operation works. They bring them in through the transportation company. They bring him in right.
There's a security right there. You got the old retired veteran just hanging out. Casual.
To this door into this adult daycare, and then they bill Medicaid. 7,000 people are supposed to fit on that second floor right there. 7,000 people is the size of a small arena. You realize you just called the cops on yourself, right, for committing fraud? Well, I did. $12.9 million, 7,000 patients, they're nowhere to be seen. Dude just snitched on himself. Hello, ma'am. How are you? Does this daycare give kickbacks? Does this daycare pay you to come here?
여기.
She just said yes. She just said yeah. She said yeah. God bless you.
God bless you.
I love your shirt, USA. She just said they get kickbacks. She said yeah.
Whatever with her then.
Sir, this operation here is pretty crazy.
I think he is wearing body armor, yeah, under that hoodie. I think he does have like body armor. Kind of crazy, right? Are you getting kickbacks? Yeah. There's nothing greater than like old Asian women. They're the best thing ever, man. They're hilarious. So over on Kick, it's safe to assume the fraud is in every state of our elected officials are on it. Yeah. I want to even there's probably fraud happening in every county, you know, and like little county. It's just little things. It's just little things just swept under the rug, you know. You get 100, you get 1,000, you get 10,000, you get 100,000. Hey, I own a construction agency, just like we were talking about earlier. I own a construction agency. Government, give me the contracts to build the bridge. I'll pay you every year. No wonder things take forever to get done. Crazy stuff.
And as we left the daycare, one of the patients wanted us to take a photo of herself.
Wow, looks so fancy. You going to daycare?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to daycare at Sunrise? You go to Sunrise?
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That lady's enrolled into a daycare, but she does not look like she needs to go to a daycare. So you have all these people right now who are enrolled into these daycares, and then because
there's another one, Joy Daycare. Wow.
these people receive upwards of $12.9 million, they're able to then give those kickbacks to people just like that lady, for example. Are you enrolled to daycare here?
No.
What do you think about all the fraudsters committing fraud at these daycares?
Hey, listen, I seen you on TV all over the country, man. I'm really for you, man.
So that building right there, Sunrise Senior Service, they received $12.9 million.
They did?
Yes.
This one?
Yep, for 7,899 adults. It's an adult daycare.
Oh, that's a fraudster then. Yeah, definitely.
Now we're outside of Beautiful Palace Daycare. This place received $9.4 million, and it said it had and 60 patients, and per patient, that is $1,200. And they spent $8.4 million in adult daycare, and they spent $1 million on transportation. And the thing is, these people are smart. Now that the fraud is on high alert, there are actually people inside of these daycares. However, these places are billing for 8,000 patients. It's quite literally impossible to have 8,000 patients inside of these buildings.
As you enter, you can see your tax dollars at work as Koreans are using it to play board games and play bingo inside an adult daycare.
So let's see if we can enroll Debbie into some daycare. My name is Nick. We're coming through. We just put over at Sunrise Senior Daycare, and we've been going to a few of the daycares around here, trying to look for the best one possible for our grandma Debbie.
Oh, will you look? Because I'm busy right now. So will you do the service for the adult daycare? Or?
No, we're looking for a good one for our grandma potentially.
Oh, but I think we don't accept the new member, right?
No members? Why not?
Yeah, yes, because we have enough. Yes.
How many do you guys have? It says you guys have 8,000 patients here.
No.
Around 8,000?
No, who say that?
HHS. Yeah, we're looking for potential places for our grandma that aren't fraudulent.
I mean, if you're looking for your potential.
Because this comes from the public HHS Medicaid provider spending data set.
We don't have that one.
But $9.4 million.
Sorry. Okay.
Do you guys have 8,000 patients?
No.
No. Did you guys bill for 8,000 patients in 2024?
No, that's too much. No.
Yeah, it is a lot, right? $9.4 million.
It's just crazy.
It makes me wonder if I'm just curious. Just a thought. Why is he wearing sunglasses inside? They're meta glasses. They're recording. He should have gotten the glasses that change, like that go clear. It makes me wonder if it's someone higher up skimming the money, I mean, at least they're honest. Do you have 8,000 patients here? No, we can't even hold that many. Right? It just makes me wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a thought. It could be dead wrong, but it's like there's another level that's like, we'll just keep adding people. And these low level bottom feeder workers, they'll never know. We'll just keep it as is. Maybe there's somebody on the higher up. Could be. Because I will say that some of their general reaction is like, I don't know what you're talking about. Now, remember the first place he went, they were like, no, we didn't get paid that because we didn't have that. So, and then they kind of diverted it to saying, and they were like, yeah, these other people are committing fraud. They kind of like deflected off their own because he has the paperwork. So it's just, this is all interesting. Thank you for the 250. People hanging out. People over on Kick. People on Rumble. Icanla says, I'm going to watch this later. Going to try to have a chill day. No, that's why I said at the beginning. If this is going to make your blood boil, then it's a Saturday, man. Go enjoy your Saturday. So.
Do you guys receive money from Medicaid?
No. What are you talking about?
No, so this is all self-funded by the
we're doing
elders?
the inspection right now for the insurance company. So if you have any questions, you have the bad. I'm so sorry about
that. So do you guys not receive money from Medicaid then?
So not me, right?
And remember this guy because we'll be coming back to him later with Dr. Oz.
Everyone is on high alert right now.
Maybe we get a full
No one can justify the numbers. As we're leaving now, these locations, they're calling everyone. It's alleged that this has ties with potentially the Chinese mafia. And a lot of this money is being funneled, and no one really knows exactly where it's going.
Buddy, please be careful. Please be careful. Chinese mafia, please be careful. Whoa.
We do know that fraudsters here in the United States oftentimes are foreigners, and it's oftentimes foreign governments that have infiltrated our government and are taking our benefits to then funnel and take that money to these other countries. And right now, as we are going to these locations that are receiving millions upon millions of dollars, right now in Poly Market, there is an 8% chance that Mandami, the mayor of New York City, will pass the 2% millionaire tax before 2027. All these people that are becoming newfound millionaires, if it passes, are gonna have to start paying an extra 2% on their taxes as well. Kind of interesting perspective. We're outside of Hiroseam Adult Daycare. This place in 2025, it made $7.6 million. And its initial startup was in 2024. So it went from not existing in 2023, existing in 2024, and then 2025, it went and made $7.6 million. Here we go.
And as we arrived, one of the
Jay's Adult Daycare. Granny dances for Dan Vask. Yeah. It started a year ago and made $7 million the next year. Ah.
the staff was right there waiting for us.
Hello. How are you doing? Waiting for us? Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. Yeah, is this Hiroseam Adult Daycare? Received $7.6 million in 2025? Not sure. Okay, well, I'd like to enroll my grandma, Debbie. I'd like to enroll my grandma, Debbie. Can I get some paperwork? Business is booming here at the daycare. They have it pumping right now. Got all the elderly out here right now. This place made $7.6 million in 2025.
That's not your business.
It actually is because it's our tax dollars. It's public information from the HHS.
So what?
So what?
Yeah, you pay all this tax?
No, I paid quite a bit of taxes this last year, though.
I don't care. So can you leave?
Would you have a problem with us being here?
Yeah. You guys are like disturbing us.
Oh, I didn't mean to disturb you. I was just asking about our tax dollars.
Why are you asking?
$7.6 million for this daycare. New York Medicaid adult daycare payments from CMS. We're just asking questions about the numbers, sir. But if you don't want to answer, it's all right.
Here, location is 3520 147th Street. These three white guys are here and they are not leaving. They are disturbing.
3 white guys are here and they're not leaving. Predon Corpse over on Kicks. Shout out, brother. 3 kicks to my face. Yo, there he is right there. Hey, cops, we got 3 white guys here. They ain't leaving. They're disturbing us.
He's calling the cops on us now. We're just asking numbers about the public information. The reason why we're asking these questions is because this is tax dollars. This is New York Medicaid that people pay taxes into, $7.6 million. And I think people are just curious, where is this money going and how's it being spent?
You guys talk with Medicaid at all?
Well, this is Medicaid. This comes straight from their numbers.
Yeah, did you talk with them?
We're curious about what the money's going to, so we're going straight to the source. And if there's nothing to hide, I don't know why you guys just can't answer the questions.
Not an uncommon complaint in California, Jay. Really, imagine my shock. Imagine my shock. Yo, we got raided over on the Kick. We got a Dreaming Tabitha raid. Thank you. And Predon Corpse again with 50 kicks to the side of my face. Clack, clack. Thank you. As I watch this, I'm starting to feel like a chump. Why work and follow the law and just get by when I could do something like this and get paid millions? You and me both, brother. You and me both. You and me. I'm thinking, I'm just like, these people will work for a year, make $1 million bucks. Bro, the problem is greed usually gets them, you know? Like greed usually gets them. So greed usually gets them. If they could you imagine like opening up a daycare, making $1 million bucks, and then just like, yep, I'm out. And just go live in your means, man. Just invest a little bit and just kind of chill.
I just don't feel a reason why we need to answer.
And now we're not saying exactly that all these businesses are fraud. However, we are showing you where our tax dollars are going. And when these people do receive $7.6 million, we're just simply asking, why do you guys need that money? And they can't answer any of the questions. It does make you speculate a few things.
Now we were speculative about the fraud on this daycare. However, we then talked to one of the transportation ladies who drives one of the vans, and she says that this daycare is the same one as Sunrise, and they built this daycare because they needed another spot to put the clientele from Sunrise. Fraudulent. So this
Wait a minute. So it's the same place So they're double charging the people with a different name, but it's the same place? According to this driver. Oh, man. What a freaking scam, bro. All right, we got 5,000 people, but my space isn't big enough. All right, we'll build our space. But you know what we could do? We could put another name on this one and just double charge. Bro. I know, man. You could learn a lot about, and they said they were bad with math. Give me a break. You can learn a lot about people that double dip their chip, you know? You see people double dip their chip, it's like you want to get away. They're dirty people, man. You got to get away from those people. You don't dip your chip, take a bite with all your slob on it, then re-dip and infect the whole bowl. It's terrible. It's gross. You gotta have a little, morals, little boundaries, a little class. Freaking double dippers.
Daycare started in 2024. In its second year in business, they made $7.6 million.
Wow, that explains a lot.
Sunrise Daycare just over there, they made $12.9 million in 2024.
This is Sunrise as well. I guess it's so big that they opened this one too. So these are 2 daycares. So if the seniors are not here, they're over there.
And so altogether, that place has made upwards of $20 million, whoever is the business owner of Hydroseam and Sunrise Adult Daycare. Whether that's one person or a partner, that's a lot of money within just this one block. That's about $20 million. Now we're outside of B&B Adult Daycare. This location made $5.5 million.
Yo, shout out. Wild Man of Yavin makes an appearance. Shout out, man.
That's how much they build Medicaid, and they average 241 beneficiaries per day. On their peak day of business, they had 348 beneficiaries. That comes out at $27,000 paid in one day. That is 5 times above the national average for adult daycare centers. Let's see what kind of operation B&B has going on. And I want to keep in mind, we're not targeting any community or any race, anybody. This is just straight from the numbers that we pulled, and these are the numbers that have the most amount of money and have the most amount of suspicious activity going on. So it has nothing to do with Koreans, Asian community. This just has something to do with straight up fraud and money that's tax dollars are going to. And we're not saying each location is fraudulent. We're just showing you more than anything where our money is going. What do you guys do inside the daycare? What do you do inside the daycares?
Saturday?
In the daycare, what do you do?
I do this.
What do you do?
Yeah.
Speak English?
English and piano and the ping pong, everything.
Wow, it is booming in here. Wow, this location right now is popping. They got this place filled with seniors. We're just going to a lot of the daycares here today. You guys B&B?
Yeah.
Yeah, why are you guys here?
Oh, we're just going through some of the daycares around the area. Can we talk to you guys out here?
Yeah, sure.
Do you work for B&B?
No, he doesn't. He's our auditor.
I'm an auditor
What he's
of
saying is he knows
healthcare
what's up.
company.
So the auditors are all coming through today. What a coincidence. Annual checkup. What are the odds that the day Nick Shirley shows up to have an annual checkup? The odds of that happening are very, very slim. So you guys received $5.5 million in 2025. In your peak day, you guys have 341. Yeah, right here. So how come one day you guys had 348 beneficiaries?
No, I didn't answer. Can you give me permit?
We don't need a permit to film.
Wild Man of Yavin for 20. We need Liam Neeson to go after all these fraudsters. I don't even think it. I hear you, man. It's almost like I don't even think it's that hard. You just need the government, someone from the government to go in there and be like, why'd you get paid all this money? And you're going to pay it back. That's it. Maybe. Brian says, we're not saying each location is fraud, but we technically are. Whew. We're not even halfway through.
But do you think there is fraud taking place here inside some of these daycares, ma'am?
Yo,
Can you give me your ID? Everybody, can you give
Can you
me
give me your ID?
Yes, sir.
Give me your ID.
Yeah. Okay.
No,
so,
no.
so give each other your IDs. Then. Give her your ID as well.
Give me your ID first.
No.
So I'm not going to give you my ID. My name's Nick Shirley. I have nothing to hide. For you guys' benefit, it would help if you guys could just
I
answer.
don't want to benefit.
I don't
What's
think you
next?
understand what I just said.
What's $5.5 million?
Have a good day. Yeah. Have a good day.
Are you guys committing fraud by chance?
No.
We just want to know what that $5.5 million is being used for. And look, around here, you'll see lots of nice cars. A Range Rover's pulling up right here. It's strange that you guys receive $5.5 million from Medicaid and can't answer a single question. They're freaking out right now.
When you're done, decide right now. What do you want to do?
You speak English, sir?
See, that's the thing. It's like they could easily kind of clear it up a little bit if they were running something legit, because, or they could just say, I'd be honored to speak with you. Can you come back another day and I'll like show you everything? Like, it's no problem. It's like we have some things that need to remain private. Could you respect that? You know, like maybe what if we have a private conversation? I show you, then you could tell your audience that you got to see. Like, there's a lot of stuff like that they could do, but the fact that they freak out and they start yelling and screaming and like call the cop, it's very suspicious. It's very suspicious. Wild of Yavis has never happened. All these people vote and they voted for their person, and that person is working as intended. F this. You're not wrong, man. And that's what we call a kickback. Vote for us. We'll get in. You can do your thing, and we'll look the other way. But make sure you vote for it. It's like crazy, right? Crazy. I do feel for this young man's life. I really do. I hate to be that kind of guy, but I'm like, you messing with like mafia money and stuff like that. It's crazy.
And nobody speaks English here. Yeah, all of our tax dollars are going to locations just like these. This comes straight from New York Medicaid. And all we're doing is simply asking where the money is going, because this is straight from New York Medicaid, but nobody will be able to answer any of our questions. Hello, ma'am. Do you want to answer any questions? $5.5 million went to this location. Yeah, they can't even answer a single question.
Bro, love your video.
Oh,
love
thank you very much.
Really
Appreciate it.
What are you doing over here?
We're checking out these adult daycares.
Oh, they're doing it here too?
Yes. What do
No
you think?
way.
What do you think about all these adult daycares?
It's crazy.
This place, for instance, right here, B&B, they received $5.5 million.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
I don't know, bro. There's a lot of them. I'll say that.
You think your tax dollars should be going to fund old people paying cards?
Probably not. No.
Right here in this street, there's another daycare. Silvertown Daycare has this entire plaza. This is the daycare right here. And it's more just like a cafeteria than anything. Looks like some people are coming out. What's your take on all the daycares popping up here in this part of Flushing, Queens? Do you think it's unnecessary?
What is this for?
Oh, we're just doing a documentary on all the daycares. Do you think fraud is taking place inside the adult daycare industry here?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yeah. But
Are you committing fraud?
hopefully not.
Hopefully not. So let's say you guys aren't committing fraud, but these other daycares are. What kind of fraud do you think they are committing? And do you think some seniors do receive kickbacks for going to some of the daycares?
There are rumors, but there's no, concrete, anything concrete, proof or evidence.
Does this daycare pay you to come here?
Yogi.
Do you notice a lot of these adult daycares popping up around here?
I'm running for assembly, actually.
And what do you think about all the adult daycares here?
I know that they all steal money.
Wow, man, are you having a game for 10? Thank you for your generosity today, brother. What do you mean California voted to increase their tax? Whew. Jay on a Saturday, Meta PC code drunk 3PO. Shout out, brother. Wild man of Yavin, thank you for all your generosity, man. I see Dr. Butcher has made an appearance. Christian Rocker is here. Shout out, man. Shout out. My man Stephen Brown, I see you in Dallas. Granola Grin is here. How are you doing? I love it. Thank you all for. We almost got 300 people watching on a Saturday afternoon, and I see my man over on Rumble. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. It's like VID. Did I don't, man, you got to help me out. Like sound it out for me because you're being very active over there and I appreciate it. So look at that. Good seeing you in the chat as well. Marianne B. Oh, Vegas, not Dallas. Sorry. Fired Up Gaming. Don't get on the bad side of Fired Up Gaming. That's for sure. That man will go off. And he'll be like, I know I was a little rough, but I'm here. He gets fired up. Put it that way. Mondani be like, nah, it'll be fine. Yeah. Good Lord. This guy said did this guy say he's running for office? Let me back it up a little bit. We're only halfway through. I think he said he's running and he just said everybody's stealing money. Interesting.
Anything concrete, proof or evidence.
Does this daycare pay you?
Shout out, Brian.
Yogi. Do you notice a lot of these adult daycares popping up around here?
I'm running for assembly, actually.
And what do you think about all adult daycares here?
I know that they all steal money. I mean, that's just part of politics. So 100% there.
And you, as you live around this area, what kind of rumors do you hear about the fraud that does take place? How does it work?
Well, the thing is that social services are supposed to be for the residents. They're supposed to be for the retirees, the elderly, right? And there's only a certain number of social services available for those that require it. But because there's so much money involved, because the money is just coming from the government and it's not accounted for, then of course they're going to be taking it. And all it does is it takes it away from the taxpayers, the elderly, the retirees. Those are the people that are affected. And those are the people that are left out because they don't have a voice. The elected political dynasties that have been running Queens and New York for so long, they're held to their donors. And the people that donate to them are these NGOs and special interests, which then they funnel the money back into them. And that's really the problem.
Keeps the cycle going. So there's a never-ending cycle of fraud that takes place here because, for instance, right here, the transportation companies just pulled up. They receive money from the daycare. They also then bill out the pharmacies that are around the block and then the durable medical equipment companies. And then on top of that, that money gets funneled back into the politicians' campaigns and they can continue to push their agendas.
Yeah, and there's no oversight, right? There's no way to check any of this fraud, but they write it in such a way legally to where technically it's not.
Yeah, that's it, man. They know how to skim the system. Well, I'm in it. Yeah, for 5. Love you, man. Gonna walk away. I don't blame you. This stuff messes me up, and I don't want it. All this stuff and nothing happens. F them. This is my county in MD. Gotcha, brother. Thanks for being generous today. And over there, it's idiot with a V. Gotcha, man. And Dixie Bell's over there on Rumble. How are you? With the lurker emoji saying just hanging out. Man, we've been live for an hour. And we're only halfway through. Crazy.
You know what I mean? But it's not raw. It's not right. And that's the issue.
Outside this daycare, we got a Mercedes. We have an M3 BMW right here. Lots of nice cars rolling around these daycares. Got a Porsche right there, another Porsche right there. Here at Living Well Daycare, this place received $8.6 million in 2025, and they're the largest payee among a lot of these Flushing daycares. In fact, they average 271 beneficiaries per day. Their peak day of business, they had 406 beneficiaries, and on that day of business, they made $41,580. That is 5.6 times the national average. Let's go see what kind of business they're operating. And Living Well received $8.6 million in 2025. And on their peak day of business, they billed the state for 406 beneficiaries. My name's Nick Shirley.
No, it's only any survey.
And sir, could you just answer the questions? No. So we just come straight with the facts and they start running. And $8.6 million in 2025. Flushing, Queens is full of adult daycare businesses that I believe are operating fraudulently. None of them will answer any questions, and we're coming straight with the facts, straight from the data sets that are public for all of you to see.
Now, what's crazy about this fraud here in New York City is that adult daycares is actually only a small
percentage of the fraud. The home healthcare industry is filled with fraud, from the pharmacies to the durable medical equipment companies to the home healthcare agencies that operate. Now we're going to be diving deep into each one of these, and they all include dollars from your taxes. Now, this is exactly how big of an industry it is here inside of New York City. In New York City, in 2018, they billed $3.5 billion. However, in 2024, it is now costing $11.5 billion, and that number is only growing. So we have some locations here. We've arrived, and here at this building, Red Sun Home Care has billed the government $87.9 million from 2018 to 2024. And in 2024, they billed the government $17.2 million. And just in 2024, they had 122,000 claims. And since 2018, they've had over 674,000 claims. And what's really crazy about this is they're billing all of this off of one service, off of one code. 99.86% of their $87.9 million in revenue comes from one service, from one code. The number is extremely, extremely high. Let's see what happens. Here we are in Red Sun. Hello. How are you doing? Is this in Korean or Chinese?
Chinese.
Chinese. Yeah, we have some questions about Red Sun Home Care. Yes, for instance, in 2024, billed over
She's like,
$17 million, and there's 122,000
what? I don't know. It says on the phone.
Could we speak to someone? Hello, how's it going? Good. We're just doing some digging around here inside of Flushing and inside of just New York City in general with some of the excessive billing of home care. And it says here, for instance, there's been $87.9 million in revenue off of one code. 99.86% of all that revenues come from one code, one service. What's the main service you guys provide?
I don't know where you get that information.
Oh, it's straight from the databases that the government has. HHS. Yeah, the HHS, Health and Human Services, and CMS. It's public data because you guys receive public funds from taxpayers, so that information is then left public. Does that sound about right? That
I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know what it is. What's your organization?
My name's Nick.
Yeah.
Nick Shirley. But so like, what's the Nick Shirley?
From which company?
From Nick Shirley. I work by myself. What's the main service you guys provide?
I cannot answer you.
You guys do, well, I mean, 99% of all your services come from one code. Can we talk to somebody? So this is the operation of a company that's received over $87 million in the past 6 years. This is for home care, but they're billing off of one code. They wouldn't give us any clarification on what they actually do. So your tax dollars are going to a location that doesn't even want to answer the questions about where $89 million went off of one code. Kind of crazy. Inside of this area of New York City, you'll notice that there's these kind of buildings that pop up everywhere. They're called pharmacies, and they actually also share with another LLC that's called a DME, a durable medical equipment company. So this location right here, this one location, they have registered JD Drugstore and JD Plus Pharmacy. So one of those is actually a DME company, and then one's a pharmacy. And what they do is they work together to then work also with like the adult daycares, the home care systems around the area, and they send them to a location like this to provide them services and equipment that they actually don't need. And the Medicaid and Medicare wheel continues to spin and spin and spin because it's a never-ending revolving door between the adult daycare centers, the home care centers, these durable medical equipment companies, the transportation companies, and it's just one big flywheel that keeps it all running.
Oh, man. Look at my dude, Andrew, coming in hot with a $50 donation. Not fraud money, by the way. These are regular people that stand with the rebellion and keep the lights on. These fraudsters keep robbing taxpayers, but they should pivot to rich champagne socialist. If you could talk millionaires into janky DIY submarine Yeah, submarine piloted by an Xbox controller just to see the Titanic. You can find that grift and make a profit. Boy, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. You are not lying. My goodness, man. The more I watch this stuff, it's just like, is there anybody not in on it? You know what I mean? If I go to my grocery store, is there anybody not in on it? Is everybody skimming off the top? Is that why things are way out of control right now? Remember when like Doge, like they shut down USAID and then they found out like all the stuff that they were sending money to? Why did we need a freaking organization to show that? It's all public information. How come not one person went in there and was like, hey, they're sending money to like figure out transgender people in Haiti? It's like, no, we don't. Why are we sending them $10 million? I didn't know DJ Cobra had a J-Cast. Man, we've been doing it for 2 years, brother. 2 years. It is crazy, man. Like it's like until Andrew, thank you so much for the money, brother. It is like unbelievable. What a generous donation of $50. Thank you. It's just like, I feel like the politicians knew all along like USAID was doing. Like they all knew, they just didn't care until it got exposed, right? And once the general people like us saw what was going on, we started screaming. You know what I'm saying? But before that, if it wasn't like brought out like on social media and all that stuff and people didn't see it, they probably would have just kept doing the same stupid stuff with our money. Freaking crazy, man. It is freaking crazy. We need a JD Advance meme. If you're a member of this channel, it's already on there. It's an emoji. It's right there. So yeah, Fired Up Gaming, shout out, brother. Thank you. It's just like, if none of this stuff was brought into the light, you know? You don't have to yell at me, Bruce. Probably they're going to continue doing. Well, the USAID was shut down. But still, what did they funnel that money? Somewhere else? You know? It's I don't even know where to begin with all that, you know?
And right here in this location, they're operating 2 companies that receive money from Medicaid and Medicare inside of one location. Let's see what's going on. So whether this is a place where they store it or they send out the payments, the problem with these locations is that a lot of fraud is committed by people like the adult daycares who then send orders into this location and they actually only provide the equipment. So it creates this whole entire operation where people are saying we need this and we need that. However, they actually don't need this or that. And on average, these locations make anywhere from $2 to $8 million according to CMS industry standards. So it's safe to say a location like this is making around $4 million a year. So here inside of these residential apartment complexes, we have some DME companies, durable medical equipment companies that receive money from New York Medicaid. And it's a bit fishy that they're operating inside of these residential apartment complexes. So we're going to see what's going on. We have Premier, Lifeline, and Next Gen. They're all operating out of one apartment. Let's see what's going on. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going, ma'am? My name is Nick. Is Premier DME here?
DME?
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Here, 3 durable medical equipment companies were launched within just a few months apart here. And that takes money from Medicaid and Medicare services. And so we're wondering, like, where's the equipment at?
Actually, I don't know.
But so do you guys not have any of the equipment here?
No,
No.
No, I don't have any.
So how come your husband has this address registered as the location for 3 different companies that receive money from Medicaid for durable medical equipment?
I don't know. He's coming maybe like half hour. I don't know. Actually,
Do you know what kind of equipment he sells?
No. We don't have. Not at home. We have a job. We go to job. I don't have any equipment.
But does he sell durable medical equipment?
At home, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't have anything.
These durable medical equipment companies are full of fraud. I met up with Dr. Oz, who is the head administrator of CMS, Centers for Medicaid and Medicare Services, to go deep into the fraud in this sector of New York City. From the daycares, pharmacies, durable medical equipment companies, this place is full of fraud, and Dr. Oz is going to dive deep into it with me and also even confront some of the fraudsters themselves. Be prepared to learn a lot.
Inside of this apartment complex, one apartment alone, there is 3 DME companies operating out of one apartment. Is that even possible? And it says that these places can make about $2 to $8 million a year.
Well, first off, was there anything in the apartments when you went to it?
Absolutely nothing. There was a mom and her children, and the husband was out.
It's almost certainly fraud. First off, it's 2 to 8 million a month, believe it or not, when they really get the scale. They may just be at that number now, but these guys grow like vermin very quickly. There's twice as many durable medical suppliers in South Florida than McDonald's because it's easier to open one than a bank account. And the person named in the account is never the person who actually owns the business. In South Florida, the Cuban government's involved. I don't know where these guys are getting their money to go, but they're definitely shipping it somewhere. And that's why I get very nervous about foreign governments getting entangled in this. But to open 3 in one apartment makes no sense, especially when there's no product there. All you're doing is gaming the system. And the fact that we didn't audit it, didn't catch it, didn't stop it, and they're probably out there making money infuriates me. It should bother folks out there because it's your tax dollars paying for this.
So it's literally impossible for someone to be operating a durable medical equipment company inside of an apartment.
Inside an apartment with no goods and 2 other durable medical equipment suppliers, that's a major red flag, the kind you walk in the battle with.
So 3 LLCs inside of one apartment, and Dr. Oz has confirmed that that's not even possible.
No, it doesn't make any sense. Why would you do that?
We then head over to a daycare that had a pharmacy on one side and another medical facility on the other side, which goes to show the perfect example of a location that uses an adult daycare to carry out other forms of fraud.
That's it, man.
They might be working together. Often that's the case. One of the clues we have is if the social adult daycare center is running a lot of other businesses, a good example might be they're doing transportation. And so it makes us concerned. So this one was actually shut down, the original one, and didn't take long for another one to sprout right up again. This facility was shut down, back up again. It makes you wonder if the person that you went after was really the appropriate culprit, because maybe they're just, the frontline guy who's doing the beckoning of the boss. The minion here is following the orders of the Don. And when the Don says, okay, you're out of business, you move on to some other endeavor, I'll take care of you. Let's put new people in place of it. It's very hard for law enforcement to catch up. The big issue with these centers is not that they're providing social adult daycare, is that it's a clubhouse for criminals. It allows these folks who are running these centers to pull together a bunch of seniors who might be innocent, walk in there, and they say, listen, I'll give you a little side cash. Let me have that number that you have, that's your insurance card, and I'm going to use that as a credit card against the government. I'm going to charge New York State, who's going to then charge the federal government. All that money launders through the system, gets cleaned up in different ways, and it builds a massive criminal enterprises. This business entity, this social adult daycare center, which I'm pretty sure none of your listeners have ever heard of, right? It generated $2.5 billion over the last 3 years in New York State, of which almost all, 2.1 billion, was right here in Flushing, Queens, and Brooklyn next door, and the surrounding areas. You go 10 miles to Long Island from here, doesn't exist, doesn't happen. So if you're me and I'm supposed to protect the federal tax dollars, it makes me very concerned. Something's wrong when all the money's spent in one place, and what's the problem is it's now starting to metastasize. This bad idea, the fraud, is starting to spread.
Because it's not like adults just live in one spot here in New York City. So if you have highly concentrated adult daycares only in Flushing, Queens, or in Brooklyn, for instance, and then you shut down a business and then it pop back up underneath a different name or different person, you haven't actually got the guy who's on top, because they're just using, like you said, the minions to then carry out the efforts of the top.
So this sounds like the movie Casino. I don't know if you guys were familiar with the movie Casino. So basically, the guy that was in charge of the casino kept changing his license name You know, he was like food license guy, in charge of the entertainment guy, in charge of custodian guy, in charge of this guy, in charge of that guy, and they just kept changing the name so they couldn't catch him and what he was doing. So this sounds just like the movie Casino. Jay, what's your go-to energy drink? I don't drink energy drinks no more, man. Just coffee for me, brother. Just coffee for me. Yep, to avoid taxes. That's it. Was says we need to put American citizens and their interests first ahead of all else. I couldn't agree more.
Level fraudster.
The reason this even got on my radar is because of what you're saying. You realize there are much bigger powers at play. And the reason I started thinking that, and I think a lot of others are now, also sort of wondering the same questions I'm having, is how is it possible we let this happen? Is this really a flaw in the system, or is it a feature? Are there good things that might happen if you're running government if you have this kind of fraud? So in this case, these guys bring together all the seniors. They say, here's the deal. I'm going to give you some money, but I want you to pretend like you're getting personal care services at home. Now, personal care services, remember, these are things your family would do for you, right? So let's just say, for example, that you've got someone carrying the groceries for you, or driving you to an office, or taking care of some issues your family would normally manage for you. It's hard to police that. But what it does do is it creates jobs. So now all of a sudden you've got basically the federal government hiring people to take care of all the people who come out of here. And all those services, although the state initially pays for them, the federal taxpayer picks up the tab. That's who pays the ultimate bill. And now you have a jobs program. Listen carefully. The most common job in the state of New York by twofold is personal care services that are hired when you go to one of these programs. Think about that. Twice as many jobs as any in the entire state are created by personal care services, and now they're unionizing those folks, which now creates a separate flow of money. Union dues translate into political support, so it's basically political patronage, and that should be illegal.
Yeah, so these people are really just taking and looting from federal dollars and state dollars as well.
Which puts some numbers on it. When Medicaid, the state, for example, that runs this program, it's paid for by New York state dollars, but they get 2/3 of the money back from the federal taxpayer, which means if you're watching right now from New Mexico, Mississippi, Texas, Florida, even Illinois and California, if you're watching from there, you're helping to pay for this. Congratulations. You own a little bit of the business. You look around here, not to be specific, because it could be any ethnic group, but this area seems to be overwhelmingly ethnic Chinese. They're very insular. They're very much proud of their heritage. They speak the same language, same cultures. They hang with each other. They don't want to tell on each other. I was actually walking through the streets here, and a charge nurse of mine from Columbia, where I practiced for many years, I'm a professor there. This woman is tough as nails. And she ran up to me and she was so happy to see me. And then she noticed folks around me, with guns. She said, "Why are you here?" I said, "I'm looking at these social adult daycare centers." Abject fear. I mean, panic. She says, "You have to leave now. I can't be seen with you." And she ran away, which means that people they both are living in fear because there's actual danger here. This is also, by the way, the hub of human trafficking in the eastern part of the country. But it also means that
the freak human trafficking too. The hub of human trafficking. Buddy, if we know this, then do something. If we know this, do something. Dang. Well, at least some of the fraudsters in Minnesota for the Leering Daycare Center, they got arrested.
these kinds of businesses are worth fighting over. And that's why it's not easy to take them out.
We then headed into one of the adult daycares and we started asking people about the activities that they do.
Play ping pong.
Do you like playing ping pong here? Yeah. Do you think taxpayers should pay for you to play ping pong? On top of government ping pong, we're also paying for government-funded Tai Chi classes for the elderly Koreans. So right now we have some people doing some Tai Chi over here. Our tax dollars are paying for old people to do Tai Chi here inside of New York.
So you might wonder, is that the best use of dollars, or are we better off paying for life-saving treatments in hospitals? And the whole concept, this is again, decades ago, but it's now become a feverish pitch, is pay for people so they stay out of the hospital, don't pay for them to go in the hospital. That makes perfect sense in theory. But when reality meets the road, sometimes it's ugly. You get roadkill. And unfortunately, we're now paying for services that historically people would do in their own homes. You know, somebody would actually open up their home and let people dance in there. Instead, we've now weaponized this funding stream, and now we're building a lot of these social adult daycare centers. And it allows folks who are illegitimate to take control. And
It's crazy, man. It's like if you know this is going on and he's kind of in the government, call someone. Yo, Macaque, what are you doing, man? Thanks for being you, Jay. It helps more than you know. Brother, ain't no one special over here. But I am proud to call you my friend.
I think that's the wrestling match we're having right now in our country. Should we be paying for things we can't monitor, that are unlicensed, unsupervised? Now, how do you grade if the Tai Chi is taught well so you know whether to pay for it?
Meanwhile, there's a mother struggling to pay her medical bills. Meanwhile, there's someone doing Tai Chi here inside of Flushing, Queens, in an industry that receives $2 billion of taxpayer funds.
Just here, just in this, within a few miles of where we are in Flushing. It's not even the whole state of New York. And you go to other parts of the country, they don't really use these that much. But what if they did? What if all of a sudden every part of the country, including rural America, where 60 million people live, but don't do any of these things because they go to their neighbor's home and do it. What happens if they all start doing it? Very soon, that part of the healthcare bill grows, and guess who pays for it? You. It comes out of your pocket. You pay your tax dollars, and you don't have a choice because it's part.
Bro, did this man just decide to flex on everybody with a camera by pulling out a wad of cash from his back pocket? Did he literally, like in the middle of a fraud video, say, this is who's going to pay for it? Let me pull out a wad of cash. You got to watch that again.
Their neighbor's home and do it. What happens if they all start doing it? Very soon, that part of the healthcare bill grows, and guess who pays for it? You. It comes out of your pocket. You pay your tax dollars. And you don't have a choice because it's part of the federal tax. And then everyone says, well, taxes are too high or we don't have enough money for healthcare. No, we have enough money for high quality care. So I'm going to blow your mind. You ready? Hold on tight. Double-digit number of pharmacies. How many pharmacies do you need on this little strip of terrain in Flushing? Come on, I'll show you this. You can't even believe this is true unless you see it. There's a strip there. There are more than half a dozen pharmacies, back to back to back. The question is, how many pharmacies do you need back to back to back to back? Now, if I was running a restaurant, I might think about it because it's, a food court. This is like a pharmacy court. So we got one here.
One right there.
Number two, another pharmacy. Again, the question becomes, how many do you actually need? Another pharmacy. I'm losing track, but there's
Now
more.
we're at 4.
Yeah, it's like a game show.
So right here we have another adult daycare. Look
Across
at this.
the street.
Across the street.
And
we have
again, more pharmacies.
more pharmacies.
I mean, after a while, you start to realize something's not right. And then you actually look at the books, the finances, which is my job, and we see billions of dollars being spent on social adult daycare, which it seems inconceivable. The spot we just walked into, they have 15 people. He says they see 25 people a day. What if I could run a business that made millions of dollars and seeing 15, 25 people not doing anything except playing, video games and mahjong and some yoga?
And another adult daycare right there.
Yep. After a while, it's almost clutters your mind to mention more. There's more pharmacies.
Another pharmacy right there. Yeah, another one right there. Another pharmacy right here.
Come on. We're double digits now. It's like the kids in the back of the seat pointing out the obvious. Everywhere you look, there's something having to do with healthcare. And
Bro, this guy right here. 20 gifted membership. Why do you feel attacked? Then he says he feels attacked. To the channel, look at this guy right here. If you're new here, because you just found us, anytime someone gets 5 or more gifties, we play a little, what we call the Rose Tico. Shout out, Macaque. Don't feel attacked. Feel loved. Feel blessed. You're awesome.
What again is mind-blowing is there is no way you would build a facility, a street, and think you'd have more than 10 pharmacies on it. I don't think you go anywhere in America and think that was normal unless there was a cash cow business that was feeding into it, which again, raises our concerns that there's something that doesn't meet the eye. And look around, these folks tend to be from China and Korea. They don't want us here. We are from the outside. They don't share our culture. Getting these folks to talk to us about what is going on here has been really difficult.
We have another pharmacy.
Of course.
And essentially all
Jimmy Ray says, I follow that with 10 gifted memberships. He said, play that Rose one more time. He said people sitting around playing video games all day. That's why I said that you feel attacked. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, he's saying like the government pays people to do that. So that's a lot of pharmacy. I didn't even think about that, you know? I didn't even think like, yeah, do we really need like 10 pharmacies on the same street? Obviously, that's unique. You know? And look at Macaca again. Says play that Rose one more. Shout out, man. That's 35 plus. You know, Andrew dropping a 50. Crazy. You guys are amazing in my life. Thank you. Thank you for being amazing in my life. As we try not to get too upset over this type of craziness that is happening. Yeah, like either every Chinese man that lives in Little China, child and woman, are on medicine, so they need so many pharmacies, or yeah.
All you'll need is a medical beneficiary number, and that is worth more than any credit.
Yo, what are we doing here? TJ. That's a nice avatar, by the way. So, Jay, we've seen enough of this crazy fraud, man. We need a break. Hit that roast. You guys are insane, man. Thank you for keeping the lights on over here. And the video game's moving. Sorry we couldn't save the Tron. But, you know, we did our best. You guys are incredible, man. Thank you. Holy crap. What is that? What is that total now? On a random, you know, Saturday. And my goodness, the lovely, the beautiful Ladybug also said, hey, I want some rose. Little quiet over there on Rumble and Kick. Just saying. People sending stars and jewels and stuff. 20, 30, 40. That's 50 gifties on a Saturday. 50 gifties. Wicked Virtue showing off the new emoji. Over on the Kick side. 50 gifties. Who's going to drop a 50 bomb and make it an even 100? I don't know how to grift well. I probably shouldn't even have said that, but here we are. The Queen has arrived on Kick. Indeed.
Car that a senior can give anybody.
Some of the drugs in these pharmacies cost more than a car. Think about that.
The lady from the pharmacy actually was a fan of Dr. Oz, and she said that a lot of people come into her pharmacy asking her, what does she give?
Why do those other pharmacies open up there? They're all over the place.
I have no idea, but they're doing something funny.
Wow. The owner of the legit pharmacy says they're doing something funny. Corn Boy with the gifty. Larry with the gifty. You guys are awesome, man. 52 total. You guys are awesome. Holy. I got to take a sip of water. My friend from San Antonio, what the heck are you doing, man? You almost single-handedly drop 100 gifties on this channel. That's 102 on a Saturday. Cornboy says all you gotta do, and we got you. You guys are, don't get me all choked up on a Saturday. Don't get me all choked up. Either turn the music up or turn it down. But whatever you do, turn that frown upside down. And we got to do one more. Larry says, Jay, you're a handsome young man. Jay. Are you talking about me?
What more do you want from me?
New people watching are like, what the freak is this show? And why are people giving? What is this show? Look at all the kickbacks. Macaque, thank you, man. Seriously, brother, you don't have to do all that. Thank you. You guys are just way too generous over here. Freaking heck, man. Crazy. Macaque, Larry, Cornboy, Ladybug, TJ, Jimmy, Andrew, Wildman of Yavin left. Bobo Yogi, Clyde, Elite Super Grunt. All you guys just being over generous. BMC, Spirian, Bruce, Steel Egg. What are y'all doing, man? What are y'all doing? Look at that. Becomes a member. Ice says, man, I sent $10 in jewels last stream. Love you, brother. Bro, I wish I could highlight that. I do see them. People are sending poop. Thanks. Freaking TJ becomes a new member. Captain for 2. Man, what are y'all doing? Here's $2. These people are nuts. And Wicked Virtue on the kick side. Here's 5 subscriptions. Play that road. Ladybug sending poop with dumb old bear in my chat. I don't know. Like, Jay's enjoying his last month becoming over the hill. It happens to us all. It happens to us all. The cool thing about when you highlight the kick, you could see the emoji, right? Like I could see that little rodent that Wicked has on the kick thing. Whatever that is. TJ says, don't know why my paid sub ended. I didn't cancel it. YouTube being YouTube. People are thanking Wicked over there. Oh, it's a rabbit. Look like a rodent. All right, all right. You guys get all that out of your system? Put some respect on Vibin' Bunny's name. I got one more video. We're going to go to 7. And then Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He's like, can we play Fortnite again tonight? I'm like, oh. So later tonight, we'll be playing Fortnite. So I appreciate you being YouTube members. And some of you are Patreon members as well. Unbelievable. Having a lot of fun over at Patreon. You guys are incredible. Look at all the poop and stars in my chat. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel. But I'm feeling the love on a Saturday. At this rate, we'll never get back to the video. We're getting back right now.
Just doing what we're supposed to.
Explain to me what funny means. I mean, I
have a lot of customers coming in and asking, what do you give? We don't give anything except for the service.
Do the other people, do they ask for like money or kickbacks in exchange for?
Yes, they do. But we don't do that. We don't do that.
How do they? So it hurts people like you who are operating a business legally, and then you have other people who have taking advantage of the system, and now you have elderly coming and asking for kickbacks or money in exchange for medicine.
Do you want us to stop the fraud? It's a simple question. Would it be better for you if the bad actors stopped taking kickbacks and bribing patients and working with the social adult daycare?
Yeah, of course.
Guess who's destroying these businesses? The fraudsters down the road. If we don't take out bad people, they hurt good people. Not taking out evil is itself evil.
I then took Dr. Oz to beautiful Palace Daycare, which had received over $9.4 million last year alone. And at this daycare, they were all scrambling to try and cover up the fraud.
Give me a rough idea. How many patients do you see here, do you think, a day?
That's per day?
Yes.
Today?
Yeah.
We have the registered already, but hold on. I have a phone call. Sorry.
But just give me a quick idea, because I think
Sure.
there's no one reading.
No, the 40.
I got a phone call. And he's like, your phone ain't even ringing, Billy. Your phone ain't even ringing, bro. What the heck? Oh, no way. Hold on. We got to back it up just a little bit. No way.
That's per day?
Yes.
Today?
Yeah.
We have the registered already, but hold on. I have a phone call. Sorry.
But just give me a quick idea, because I think
Sure.
There's no one ringing. You see what's different is you bring in someone like Dr. Oz, which is, if I saw him in public, I probably would be like one of those, like, I know that guy from somewhere. You ever have that epiphany where you're like, okay, I know that guy from somewhere. And some people will be like, oh, that's Dr. Oz. So you bring in someone like him who is in the, like, you see him with the president and everything else. And yeah, it seems like they stand at attention a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Andy, God bless you, brother. Working out with your son. Man, you are truly blessed, Andy. You are truly blessed, bro. I think that's awesome. I think that's freaking awesome.
No one reading.
No, the 40. Today I'm not sure because you need
Just on average.
It's a good point.
Average, 50.
50.
We have the 2 shifts. Yeah, 50 per shift.
Would it even be possible for you guys to have 8,000 different patients?
8,000?
Yes.
8,000 patients?
Yes.
Actually, I have no idea for
But
that number.
would it be possible to have 8,000 patients here?
8,000 patients here when? I'm not sure.
Throughout the year.
Last year.
Last year. Actually, I don't know. I have no idea for that.
Would it be possible for you guys who run this daycare to handle 8,000 different patients in 1 year? Theoretically.
Who owns the business?
The boss, the owners, I'm not sure. Yeah.
You must know who owns the business.
We just have the managers and the owners. I really don't know.
Have you ever met the owners?
No, not yet.
Who's managing the business?
The director is the ladies. Yeah, but I really.
The director is the lady. Bro, what are we doing? Yo, shout out, homie. What's up, brother? Juggalo J with a $10 banger. Stop wrecking fools on Twitter, man. You're making them look bad, brother. You're making them look bad. Probably one of the most entertaining Twitter accounts I've ever been a part of. Shout out. Thanks for the 10, man.
Don't know about that one.
You don't know who employs you?
No. I just hired them last month.
Who hired you?
The managers too.
And how long have you all been working here?
A month.
All a month? What happened to people who were here before last month?
I have no idea.
They all left?
Yeah.
Why would everybody leave in 1 month?
You mean the patient or the
No.
members?
The people working here. If you all started last month.
The staff.
The staff.
No. When I came here, I just met them, and they are already set up. So I really don't know about that.
And did you all started working here last month?
It's not. This lady and that lady is not like more than 1 month.
So it sounds like you guys got a whole new staff here. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Have a good
sure,
day. Some major red flags right there. All the people have just started working there in the past month, they said.
I mean,
their past employees
the entire
left.
The entire front office is last month, or it's not what's happening. Some of these things we'll be able to check on, but if you're bringing all new people in, there's a problem. They don't know really who their manager is. They don't have any idea who the owner is. In fact, they're a little scared of. They've been talking about the fact that there's an owner, and they weren't willing to acknowledge that 8,000 patients. I mean, that was a great question. How do you get 8,000 patients through this door here a year? Impossible. They admitted it.
These people don't want to say who the owner is, mainly because they don't know it, and that also helps us confirm, like, that is this like some sort of mafia that's running this whole entire ring around here, because they don't even know who their employer is.
That's a question everyone should be asking themselves. If I worked in a business, I would pretty quickly learn who was the actual owner. I'd know the manager. If the whole front office was hired that month, I'd be a little concerned. And yet they seem to be playing cards with each other and exchanging winks and glances and, tipping each other off that they shouldn't be going any further. And they had no interest in you looking at the facility, which is another red flag, because if you're proud of the facility, you'd brag on it. You wouldn't pretend you were seeing, they made up a number of 50 patients a day, which I don't think that's possible. I only saw one table back there, like 6 people at it.
I appreciate your work, Nick. I appreciate your work, but my gosh, can we just get an arrest, please? Can we just make an example out of a few people? Can we just please? I am glad that people from the Minnesota fraud are starting to be arrested and deported. All that stuff is factual. I appreciate that. Maybe it takes a lot longer. I don't know. If you have it right in your hand, if you're telling me a government official could walk into any one of these things and go, I need to see the numbers. You know? You know what I'm saying? And they can't do it. What's from stopping them to shutting it down? Mondani is probably won't let that happen. Ah, boy. Shout out, Nick. Keep doing your thing. I love like these videos, though. I will say, I do like the videos. It's very sad. I hope we get to a place where he doesn't have to do any more of these videos. And I don't know. I don't know. There is one other thing I wanted to go over. Yeah, that's where I'm at. You're right. That's where I'm at. That's a love-hate relationship. It's a love-hate. We'll keep waiting and watching. This, have you guys seen this? This is another crazy. This is crazy. Since we got a little time left, we'll just show another crazy video. Let's just keep going to crazy. I feel like we're all at the point where we want to see an arrest. Not gonna lie. Yeah, man. Just arrest somebody. They have arrested. Again, we've shared this on this show before. If you're new here, why not subscribe? It's a crazy morning show that we do from 8 to 10, Monday through Friday, unless I sleep in. And they are arresting the Somalians over there in Minnesota. So, but man, it's like there should be like announcements and stuff made. Steve for 5 says the rain screwed up my outdoor plans, so I saw Young Washington. Based on your review, thumbs up. Also, J Trip Who, did you like Young Washington? I loved Young Washington. I didn't like the Odyssey, okay? I didn't like the Odyssey. Listen, some people are going to love the Odyssey, and that's okay. The Odyssey made me sleepy. I wanted I feel like I would have enjoyed the Odyssey more if I put it on in my home gym garage, which is literally the total gym, and some workout bands. And I had that up so I could do something instead of sitting in that chair for 3.5 hours. So they arrest patsies and small fries. I agree with you, Starborn Shadow. I agree with you. We need more. Ladybug says, it's crazy tax. You're going to see crazy right here. Young Washington was fantastic. I wanted to turn around and go watch it again. So did I. We showcase a lot of progressive left crazy people on this show. And if you're new here, this one is no different. My goodness. My goodness. Body cam footage has been released from an incident last year where police officers ran into a student who was losing it over being, you guessed it, misgendered. Poor cop. They don't get paid enough for dealing with this kind of crap. I don't even know where this is at. Does it say what state this is in? I'm going to go to the, hold on. Let me go to, here we go. Oops, sorry about that. Let me pull this up. Oh, Ruth, thank you. I enjoy the rebellion. We enjoy you being here. Jay, you might want to warn the chat. If you're new here, if you're new here, go see Young Washington instead of the Odyssey, in my humble opinion. Body cam footage just been released of police visiting an American campus last year. Where I just want to know where this is at for the person that met cross-dressing student who throws repeated and aggressive tantrum over his gender identity. A lot of people think this video might be a skit. Kiwi Farms has found his charges and mugshot. Confirmed that the YouTube channel that posted the video is not a spoof account and posts real body cam videos following the flowing freedom and information requests. This was in no way. Orlando, Florida, where I live. This happened where I lived. Where I live. No way. Orlando, Florida. Let's go. I try to tell y'all, out of the entire state, I feel the county that I live in is the most progressive blue area ever. That's where I live. If I just went like an hour south, maybe 30 minutes north, maybe 30 minutes west, it's just this one little county next to Disney World where I live, where it's like high blue area. He might be your neighbor, Jay. He might. He might. Look at that face. Maybe he's watching right now. Here is the footage. All right, hold on. This thing got community noted. Let's double check. This clip was taken from Inside Blue TV. Okay. That's all I was saying.
Let's get away with this.
All right, here we go. I just want to know where this is at. Like, where is this? That's a subway, I think. All right, here we go.
What's the problem? Why do you let those kids get away with this? They are not supposed to be here. If you don't lower your voice, I am going to put handcuffs on you and I'm going to take you to a Baker Act facility. You lower your voice. Fucking try it. Are you threatening me? You're threatening me. Are you threatening me? I'm just because I'm here right now to deal with a stolen vehicle. I ain't got time to hear you screaming and yelling. I don't have time to constantly be abused. We'll get OPD down here then, because I gotta work this stolen vehicle. What do you mean OPD? Alpha 73 University. Alpha 73. Can we get another?
Did he really threaten a police officer? Yo, Mr. Fisto on Kick is just spamming away. Jay, hang your American flag. Plenty of American flags in my neighborhood. Throw a barbecue and invite. My neighbors invite me over to their barbecue, and they're Latin. And we've been having the best parties for the World Cup. They have been the best neighbors ever. Teach them about the rebellion. I haven't. There hasn't been many weird people in my personal neighborhood, to be honest. But it's like you get into certain areas, yeah. You think this kid is trolling the cop just for video?
The unit to deal with
Go Knights. I think that's got to be. What college is that? That's got to be Florida State.
Jay Lee here. He is having a breakdown.
Say! Just say the right pronoun!
What did you say?
7351.
Get down on the ground right now.
No!
You're about to get sprayed.
No!
Get down on the ground right now.
Leave me alone!
I can come in there.
Leave me alone, please!
Okay, are you going to calm down?
I'm getting my phone out. I have to film this.
I'm telling you. Are you going to?
Bro, is this real? Is this freaking real? Florida State Seminoles. Okay. All right, UCF. Thank you. Thank you, Florida man Frank. Is this freaking real? This can't be real. This cannot, there is no way this person acts like this in front of a cop. Really? It says it's real. They have the arrest report from it being real. What the heck?
Calm down.
I will calm down. I will calm.
Do you know what this is?
I will calm down when you get the pepper spray out of my face.
Alpha 73.
Leave me alone.
I have
just please.
Pepper spray.
Please. Just stop pointing the pepper spray at me. I will calm down if you do that. Stop threatening me.
Yeah, lower your voice.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
Do you want to get tased?
I want you to leave me alone. You have been particularly abusing me.
If you come.
Bro, I don't even know what this is. They throw temper. If this is real, they just throw temper tantrums. Yo, shout out my man Hypnotic. Yo, like you shouldn't be in college, man. You should be getting help. I mean, let's be honest. We've showed other videos of these people that live like this, and they kick and scream like children when they don't get their way. So we've seen the video, so it's not out of the realm of possibility because they do that. Remember, there was like when Trump got elected, we had that one meme of that lady who just screamed, who sat there and like made a circle and was like, everybody watch me because I'm going to scream when Trump gets inaugurated. You know, it's like, and that's going to stop everything. So she sat and waited and she screamed. Is he wearing a Star Wars shirt? Oh, gosh. People are telling me in the chat that this is real. It's like, I just can't believe it.
If you come towards me one more time,
follow me.
You are good.
And stick your bills administrators.
I gotta
Don't you remember?
deal with the story.
Don't you remember?
Jaylee, he's the focus on me. Okay.
Get away!
You don't tell me where to go.
Fuck you! Fuck you, cop!
Alpha 73 University.
I want to be away
No,
from
no,
him.
it's too late now. It's too late now. He's gonna be taken away.
Shirley, you stop.
It's taken.
I just want to get away from him.
I understand that.
He needs.
Shay!
He's.
Shay! Stop! Miss! Jacqueline!
All right, hold on. Let me speed it up a little bit. All right, that's definitely a real cop, right? It can't be a skit. I'm in shock.
You can record all you want, but it's already beyond that point.
You're
already tried.
You're stressing me out.
It doesn't matter.
This is a college kid.
I'm asking you to please stop stressing.
We already tried to help.
That's a real cop, right? That's not a skit. That's got to be.
So.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
You came in with hostile intent.
Put your hands.
Be alone.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't
hurt
me.
Get on the ground right now.
Don't hurt me.
Get down on the ground right now.
Hey!
I got a couple on this. I got a come on this way. Stop. Get down
Yeah. Oh, that's a bad freeze frame. Sorry.
Leave me alone. Help!
I'm trying not to laugh because this is crazy.
Help me!
Get down. Get him down.
I got to be honest with you, man. Florida cops, I feel like they'd be a little more aggressive. I think they'd be a little more aggressive. So I got to give them some credit for kind of like, maybe they understood like, all right, this person's insane. So we're not going to like punch him in the face. You know? I mean, what is this? Resisting arrest at this point?
I'm gonna spray him.
No, please don't spray. Don't say him. Her.
Okay, her. I'm gonna spray her.
Thank you.
Put your hand behind your back.
No.
Yes. I don't want to spray you.
One.
Give me your hand.
Can I? Is there any way I can?
No, give me your hand.
Please.
Give me your hand.
I just, please, I can calm down. You just.
Oh, snap. He got the taser gun out. No way, dude.
Just give me some space.
See what's going to happen?
That hurts.
Put your hand behind your back.
Put your hand behind your back.
Put your hand behind.
Let go.
Give me your hand. You're going to get it again this time. Give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Leave me alone.
Give me your hand.
Alone.
Look at his legs.
All right.
Give me your hand.
That's why I see it's like sus. Like this kid should have like been knocked out, man. I don't know if he really tased him or he just put the clicks up to him, right? You know what I mean? Like he didn't shoot him with the taser to knock him down. He was like,
I got his leg.
Because the other cop was holding him too, right?
Stunned. Sit down. We're going to have the fire department take a look at you.
I hate you all. I hate you. You escalated this. You didn't have to pull out the pepper spray. You didn't have to continue this to me. You knew my buttons and you set them off.
I live out Shirley, but I think we were okay for now.
Please step. One minute. Do not push me.
So, like, this is the battery of law enforcement officer, resisting officer with violence. Inside the Blue TV is not a spoof account. The body cam videos they upload are completely real. This channel is part of a massive genre on YouTube. Okay. Dang. I feel like they were being extra nice to that guy. Extra nice. One more idiot before we go. I know I got supers I'm going to read. Woke Washington woman goes nuts, gets arrested after mistaking fisherman statue rope for a noose. We'll save this for another time. I mean, the stupidity on these people, man. The stupidity on these people, dude. Oh boy. We'll end on a good story. We'll end on a happy story. We'll end on a happy story. X-Wing 5 trying to ride a bull. More vids like this. They're out there. TJ says, I was just eating out and was watching soccer on TV. When they were doing the anthem, the French fans were waving bread. What the heck? Oh, yeah. The who won the World Cup? Is that now or first time watching, first time super? You are an entertaining guy. Watch the Better Odyssey with Amon. I'm not watching. Amazon Prime for free. Better Odyssey. I believe it. I believe it. Let's end on a good note, shall we? Let's end on a good note. Daryl Strawberry says the World Series rings and all-star success and fame still couldn't fill what he calls the empty void. He recently made his way back to Jesus. That's pretty cool.
It's such an honor to come on here to be able to talk about my faith in Jesus Christ, because that's the most important thing. It wasn't always like that. It was more about worldly things and living a life separated from God. And I was a sinner and I needed a savior. And I'm glad that I came to that point and realized I needed to find a new way of life. And you just don't get there by yourself. You know, that's from mama's prayers, and that's from my wife, Tracy, leading me back into church and letting me go through discipleship so I could really, truly understand the word of God, so I could become the man that God created me to be. There's a great purpose for all our lives. You know, Jesus is the way. All these other ways that we go, we find ourselves in darkness, and we find ourselves trying to fill the empty void with all this stuff, and it just does not fill it. It's an empty void on the inside of every last one of us. So Christ is the only one that can fill that empty void. He's completed the task at the cross of Calvary for every last one of us, so we would experience the abundant life. You know, Jesus talks about it in John 14:6. He says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. He's trying to let us all know that he is the way for everything to set you free. It's such an honor to come on here.
I've met him several times as a baseball umpire. Yeah, shout out Daryl Strawberry. I hope it's cool, man. It's cool. I hope it's real, and I hope I hope it's real. And you go out and tell many other people the same thing. Absolutely, absolutely awesome. Let's see. We got what do we get here? Old Renaissance boomer, make asylums great again. There's going to be a lot of money to be made in asylums if this keeps up. That's for sure. And look at my man Marco with 20 gifted memberships to the channel. Shout out, brother. Here's your rose. Unbelievable support today. You guys are absolutely amazing in my life. Look at Spirian for $1. Appreciate you, man. That's it, man. I'm done. I'll see you, I don't know, either 9 or 10, whenever Jeremy, like, let's play Fortnite. We'll see. We'll see. Should be in prison for the assault on the cops. He is in prison. He is in prison. You guys are amazing. I'll see you guys Monday. Be the reason someone smiles today and take 5 minutes to read your Bible. I guarantee you it will change your life. Love y'all. Have a great weekend. I'm going to send you over to Wicked Virtue. Tell her I said, hey.